retailer, I know that my overall sales are flattening. I need to dissect, diagnose, and deliver a plan of attack as soon as possible. I have two options to do this. Either find a data scientist to help me with the forensics, or think fast with visualizations from Birst. With its simple interface, all I need is a browser and a mouse or a finger. Let me start by browsing my catalog of business metrics. With a classic double click, and revenue is added to my canvas. Next, let's add time. Let me use the Visualizer's Google-like search feature to look it up. I find year month, add it, perfect. Now I have revenue over time, and I can see that starting in 2012, I've had a significant growth as a result of the new channels that we've added. But which channels have brought in the most revenue? Let me bring in store type to find out. Brilliant. Birst is recommending the charts that are most suited for my combination of data. Let me actually add in the stack columns as an option. I can see that Mango retail stores and Mango online stores have added quite a bit to my top line. But even though the revenue for my biggest channel, the retail stores, has significantly grown, it does not seem to be consistent. So let me filter that data specifically to 2013 to see a close-up this year. Let me also change to a spline chart to see the trends individually and more clearly. This helps. I can see that the biggest dip in revenue came from the retail stores in April, and it looks like this channel is starting to flatline. Let me look at product categories that contributed to this problem. I already have 4 data points in my chart, but it looks like I've got room to add a fifth. I search for category, let me add it using a trellis chart, and now I can spot revenue fluctuations across all product categories. I'm not surprised to see that my MP3 players and Mango apps are not my #1 source of revenue. I do see a dip in April across all product categories, but it's the mobile phones and desktops that are trending down now. I really did not expect that. Let me filter down again and look more closely at the mobile products. Okay, I am starting to see the issue now. It's my Mango retail stores that are lagging. Let me filter by store type and use a scatter plot to visualize a number of different variables all at once. Beautiful. The chart is suggesting that I'm missing an attribute. I'll add region as a shape to complete my chart. I can immediately see some outliers. Southeast region on the bottom right has the lowest revenue. Why is that? What should I do? What should I try? What if I added quantity as size and moved the puzzle pieces around just a little bit? Now I have something that pops. The tiny little outline in the bottom right is what looks particularly interesting. Horizontal axis tells me that it's the most recent period. The vertical axis tells me that it is weak revenue. The color tells me that it's in the southeast region, and the size tells me that the units sold are low. That's 5 different aspects all in one small point. But is this due to inventory supply or customer demand? Well, we have plenty of metrics to choose from to figure this out. Let's remove quantity for a second and add days of inventory on hand as the size instead. Suddenly, the northeast looks interesting, uncharacteristically large. And as we noticed before, the stores in the southeast have almost no inventory. This is actually not bad. We now have both the problem and a solution. Moving inventory from one region to the other seems to be what I need to do. I'm ready to make some calls, and it took me just 3 minutes to get there. Thinking fast, using the visual